Drew until he got with Sean Payton. And Sean Payton is the coach that was the offensive coordinator with Kerry Collins that took the Giants to the Super Bowl and was the quarterback coach with Quincy Carter when he took the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. So this is an outstanding situation.
Woo, boy. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. It doesn't work without you guys. So let's make sure you guys are here. So here we are, end of Thirsty Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Boy, that's got some heat on it right now. Let me turn that down a little bit. Tomorrow's Friday, and you know what that means. Friday night, we got our live stream. Hope you guys tune in tomorrow night because I'm going to have on the show Glover Quinn, not related to Robert Quinn. I don't know, he might be related to Robert Quinn. We'll have to ask him tomorrow night. Glover Quinn, former Texans as well as Detroit Lions safety, now on YouTube, also doing great work with United Way and things. A guy who did us a favor when they played the Eagles last year. So we're going to have him actually on our show talking about all kinds of stuff, get some insight. He played the Cowboys, he played the Eagles. Find out from him what he thinks about playing the two teams and who's the better team. As well as a whole lot more. So we'll be having a good time with that. So we're hearing that Texas is now making outdoor sports being able to open with 25% capacity. So my question is, hypothetically, I'm going to ask this question because I don't have an answer for it. I don't know. Hypothetically, does that mean if AT&T opens the roof and opens the doors, they got those big glass doors that they literally have to open up both sides at the same time, because if it doesn't, it'll create a pressure wave and the whole world will get knocked out of balance. So they have those big doors that open up on both ends of it. If you open up both ends and open the roof, does that constitute it being an outdoor arena? In which case, 25% capacity. That can be 25,000 people. To give you an idea, JMU Stadium, where I went to school, seats about 25,000 people. It's not bad. That's better than nothing. So I'm curious about that one. I'm really and truly curious about that one. If that's the case, if Jerry's already got a waiver on that one or not, I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, we know the news for the day. Okay, let me just refresh what we got. Okay, Skip Bayless, of course, hating on Dak Prescott, doesn't recognize the guy and thinks Andy Dalton is better. Or Andy Dalton can take his place. Sure, get the right. So we know that, right? Okay. So we got Skip, and Shannon. Shannon actually defending Dak Prescott, saying he should get his money. So there's that. I've got lots of haters and trolls that say I'm an idiot, a buffoon, and don't know what I'm talking about. So that happened, of course, today. We had a whole lot of rain that came through. We're between waves right now, so we got that covered. Oh, and Dan Orlovsky, he's a freaking idiot. But I understand now ESPN's method to their madness. Dan Orlovsky, who said things that he could not have been of sound mind when he actually said that Quincy Carter went to the Super Bowl with Sean Payton and the Dallas Cowboys, when he's always talking about how the Dallas Cowboys haven't done anything over the last 25 years. I think that was a setup. See what I think it is at ESPN. That ESPN basically has, like if it was a gang, you got to get beat in to get into the club. You got to get beat up to get into the club. So that way they know you're all in. And I think that this is Dan Orlovsky's beat in. That he is the comic relief, the whipping boy for ESPN. Dan Orlovsky is taking his lumps and looking like a freaking idiot. He can't really be that dumb. He really can't. Quincy Carter in the Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys. Come on. And this is the same guy who we've seen actually run out of bounds. His claim to fame and infamy is running out of the back of the end zone and not even knowing that he had. So today, he decided to try and be a troll. And I'm sorry, I'm not a big basketball guy, but I know it's I think a Portland Trailblazers player, Leonard, I think that's who it was, who basically told him, who basically said, okay, the player said basically, if we're not in the playoffs, then why are we risking our health? And I'm not sure that I want to play if we got no chance. I can understand that completely. It's like, okay, what am I risking my life for if we don't even have a chance to make playoffs? I can kind of understand that, okay? But, Dan Orlovsky went on to basically say, oh, you're gutless, spineless, this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. But here's what's kind of cool. Let me make sure I get the quote right, okay? So, let me see. Let me back up here. I want to make sure I get this back. Okay. So, Dan Orlovsky basically went after him. And so, the player went back and said this, I quote, "Why does anyone care what Orlovsky has to say?" I've said that before. Dude started 12 games in over 11 years and was 4-20 for his career. His opinion has no value, just a scrub hating on an elite player for hot take points. Ooh. Damn! Dan Orlovsky fires back. You're 100% entitled to not care about my opinion. But I would love for you to educate me on how I could start 12 games, but be 4-20 in those 12 games. New math? Question mark. Damn. The player. Is this real? You are aware you played in games in which you didn't start, right? 2-10 as a starter. There you go. Is that any better? And then I love it. Somebody else trolled the underneath of it. Couldn't read plays. Can't read the tweets. Woo! Wow. How did he get destroyed? Orlovsky was right. He asked, how could he be 4-20 in 12 games? You didn't put games on somebody else's record when they didn't start, which is true, technically. And Leonard is naive for a baby not playing in a team that didn't have a playoff chances. That's part of the team. Honestly, let me see. There was another really funny part in here. I can't seem to find it. You left one out. Go back to TV and tell all the viewers that, and tell Skip I can't answer the question as well as what have I done since you got so much to say, and I don't know either. Wow. Wow. So, Dan Orlovsky gets owned. It seems by everybody. Because he gets there on first take, he gets up there and he says some stuff, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and he gets owned. Just like the clip where, I can't remember his name, but he's going through about Carson Wentz is a top 5 quarterback, and then he gets owned. Everybody owns Dan Orlovsky. I'm telling you, he can't really be that bad. This is ESPN's beat in. This is how you get to be part of the club. You got to take your lumps. And Lord, Dan Orlovsky's taking some lumps. Quincy Carter in the Super Bowl. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, y'all. End of another day. And I'm going to get up on out of here. As always, I want to thank you guys for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you, it don't work. I'll see you guys in the morning. Ooh, boy, 2-10. Talking about Dak Prescott. Shaking my head.